Welcome back, programmers! Today I'm back on the simple image processor, and this time I will make the window resizable. And you'll see it is not as difficult as I told you in a previous video, so let's get to it. Okay, we are back in the code of the simple image processor. First things first. Bottom of the file, I'm loading by default temporarily the cube.jpg image, just like this. Boom, cube.jpg is loaded by default. Next, I wanted to fix an issue in the compute ratio function. Okay, I noticed that the ratio was not actually computed correctly. Let me explain. This function is supposed to compute the ratio to apply on a source rectangle to fit inside a destination rectangle. Okay, so I made up a slide here to show you. Here my source rectangle, let's say, is the yellow rectangle, 200 by 60. Okay, 200 by 60 almost, and I want to fit that rectangle in the purple one, which is my destination, 100 by 50. So the final result should be the blue rectangle. Okay, I'm going to resize the yellow one into the blue one so it fits in the purple one. So my final dimension should be 100 by 30 because the destination rectangle is 100 wide. Okay, so to go from 200 to 100, I should multiply by 0.5. Okay. Here's what I'm doing right now. I'm computing the width ratio this way. Source over destination. So 200 over 100 is 2.0. And height ratio, 60 here over 50 here is 1.2. I'm taking the minimum and I'm applying this minimum. So the ratio is 1.2. But if I multiply the source rectangle by 1.2, it will give me a bigger rectangle, so it will never fit into the destination rectangle. What I should do is these formulas here is taking the inverse, the destination rectangle over the source rectangle. So width ratio would be 100 over 200, which is 0.5. and height ratio would be 50 over 60, which is almost 0.84. Taking the minimum is 0.5, and that's the good ratio. If I apply this ratio to the 200 by 60, it will give 100 by 30, and that will fit into the purple rectangle. So let's do that in the code. Voila, just like this. Revert the way, so destination over source, destination over source. And to apply this ratio, I had to make it correct in the status bar, in the field status bar, I'm using the compute ratio function, but here, because it was not correctly computed, to make it work, instead of fixing the compute ratio function itself, what I did is just put the parameters in the incorrect positions. So here, status image size width and status bar height is actually the size of my status bar field, which is my destination rectangle, and image width and image height are the thumbnail image, which is my source rectangle. So I should put those at the beginning, just like this. And now you don't see, but the fit to area works. The image in the thumbnail is correct, no matter what the format of the image is. Okay, here. So it used to work as well because of the size of the window, but you'll see when we resize the window. Speaking about resize, let's do that. It happens in the main function. What do we need to do? First, what we want to do is add some gadgets here, some flags. Okay, so here I added the maximize gadget and the size gadget. The maximize gadget is going to show the maximize button on the title bar, and the size gadget is going to display the so let me show you on the PureBasic window here. So the maximize is going to show this button here, and the size is going to show the grip here and the little arrow. Okay, so I can do that. I can resize like this. Okay, and we can check that right now on my window. You see there is this maximize, and actually the maximize actually works, but of course the inside of my window is not resized. And also I have this grip here, and I can resize my window here, but once again I need to implement the logic. Let's do that. Okay, done. So what did I do? Simple. I bound another event here, the PB event size window, which is going to be raised anytime the window is resized. I bind it to the onSize window event procedure, and then in the onSize window event procedure, I'm first checking, am I resizing the main window? Yes. Then I compute the new, what I'm going to resize is only the image area, only the scroll area gadget. Why is that? Let me show you quickly if that works. That works. Here, if I'm resizing the window, I don't want to resize the track bar here, the edit box or the button. I just want to resize the main window, the scroll area here. So onSize window, if the main window is being resized, I'm computing my image area width is the same as my window width. My image area height is my window height minus, so I subtract the menu height, the margin 5 because there is a margin above the zoom, then the zoom height, then another margin, and then the status bar height. What remains should be the height of the scroll area gadget. And that's why just after I resize the gadget scroll image, X and Y I don't care, but I put the new image area width and the image area height that I've computed right above. That resizes the scroll area, the scroll image, the scroll area gadget, sorry. And after that, I call display image and adjust gadget to adjust the inner size of the scroll area so the scroll bars are correctly updated. And let's have a look. This should work pretty nicely. Let's see. Resize. Look at the scroll bars. Very nice. The scroll bars are updated. They still work. And then scroll in my window. I can fit to area. That works. If I resize, I can maximize my window. Look at that. Fit to area. Wow. That works fine. I can still zoom in, zoom out, fit to area. I have my status bar with my thumbnail. Everything works like a charm. Finally, what I wanted to do was, you see, let me start it again. Not finally, I have two more things to do. First is, look at that. I can resize like up to nothing. So what I want to do is to put a minimum size of the window. For example, around something like this. To do that, I just need to call right after here. I can say, okay, limit the size of the window, and I'm calling a function of the window library called window bounds. And here you pass which window, of course, once again window main, and then minimum width, okay, maybe 550, I'm not sure, let's say 80. Minimum height, we can go 200, and then maximum, we don't need a maximum, Pb-ignore, and another Pb-ignore for the maximum height, and that's it. That will limit the size of the window. Let's check if I resize my window. See, I cannot resize less than that, so I still have my button, my edit box, my track bar, and I can fit to area. That works nicely. Okay, last thing, look at this nice default icon here, ugly as hell. So just a quick tip, if you want to change the icon of your program in PureBasic, if you're on Windows, you have to have an .ico file, and you go in, where is it? I don't remember. Compiler options, and here you check use icon and you select an icon. Okay, so I came up with a very ugly icon here, SIP, very nice. You'll see, just select this, okay, favicon, okay, and that is it. If you run now, it has this wonderful, disgusting icon, but it is mine. And boom, voila, resize works. Good job. And done, the window can now be resized. So go and resize your own windows, but don't forget the big four. Thank you all for watching. I will see you very soon.